my goodness, it feels like a lifetime since I posted. I have been so back-to-back busy since landing back in the UK because obviously it is now summer here, which is my busiest content creation season. If you did not see my last post, I went on a lovely beach adventure to Menorca and I decided to film it so I can take you along with me. So without further ado, let's go. As we had been up since 3:30 in the morning to travel, obviously at this point I had completely forgotten to record anything to do with the airport, so we just kind of arrive here. So here is our room, and nothing makes me happier than waking up on holiday, opening the curtains and seeing just blue skies and palm trees. We then unpacked and headed down to the shop, which again I forgot to record because I was half asleep, and I bought myself a pink inflatable donut because I do already have one from 5 years ago when we went to Cyprus, but I forgot to bring it, so I had to buy a new one. So now I have a accidental growing collection of pink donuts from different countries. After a quick power nap, it was then time to go for dinner. This was the dress I wore, one of my absolute favourites, and again I forgot to film the meal because I was so tired, I didn't know what was happening. We then came back and sat out on the balcony watching the sunset, and you can actually see Mallorca from our balcony. However, the lighting isn't great here, so. We usually do sightseeing city break holidays, so it was really nice to just do a beach break where we could just sit out and look out to the sea. And because we were preparing for part 2 of season 3 of Bridgerton, we were watching Queen Charlotte. I brought my fire stick just so we could watch it in the evenings. But soon the tiredness caught up to us and we decided to go to bed and have an early night. We woke up to beautiful blue skies and decided it was definitely a pool day. I am not a huge reader, however, I was so excited to read my book. It was the first book of the Summer I Turned Pretty series. If you know the books or the TV show, you know this is the perfect book to read by the beach. Today I was wearing my lace-made swimsuit, which is just perfection. I've been so excited to wear this. And a lace beach cover up from Amazon, and I will link everything I'm wearing in the description. There was a lovely little bar / cafe which opened around midday, so we decided to get some lunch. We got a pot of tea, of course, and the largest hot dog I've ever seen, and then some patatas bravas. We then decided to nip back to the supermarket to pick up some more supplies. I think we went here every single day just buying more snacks. You cannot go on holiday without buying several packets of Lay's and eating them on the balcony. After dropping off our supplies back at the room, we decided to go take a walk down to the beach, as it was literally a minute walk away from where we were staying, and look how blue this water is. I just love when the sun reflects off the water like this and it looks like it's sparkling and shimmering. It reminds me so much of that one scene from The Little Mermaid. We then headed back to the pool, and soon enough it was time to get ready for dinner. This was my outfit choice for the evening, and I've been so excited to wear this, and I feel like Spain was the perfect place to wear it for the first time. Earlier on in the day we had spotted this steakhouse by the beach, so we decided to go and try it, and little did we know that would be our favourite place to eat and we would return many times. It had been built within a natural cave which created such a nice atmosphere. So we got pizza, steak and a garlic bread to share, which was all so good. I am salivating just thinking about it again. We were absolutely stuffed, so had to just call it a day there. We were staying around a 10-minute drive away from a harbour which had lots of shops and restaurants, so we decided to go and check it out. Here I am just packing my go-to bag for pretty much every day, everywhere we went here. I took my sunglasses, I took a hand fan, I took my book, of course, a beach towel, a bottle of water and sun cream, which I didn't film for some reason, but I definitely took sun cream everywhere and applied it multiple times a day, and a claw clip, which again I didn't film but I did take because you need to be able to put your hair up when it is that warm. We stopped off for some light lunch and then continued to explore. There were lots of cute little boutiques and restaurants and lots of historical buildings to see as well. We then stopped off for a scoop of coffee ice cream before we started to think about heading back. When we got to the bus stop, we were so distracted by the friendly pigeons that we were trying to befriend that we did not read the sign that said the bus stop had moved, so the bus drove straight past us and we missed it, and the next one was 2 hours away. Our own fault for being so distracted by pigeons. However, it's fine because there was a taxi rank across the way. This was my outfit for dinner. It really reminds me of Cinderella. We ended up back at the trusty steakhouse because the place that we intended to go was fully booked, but this pizza was so worth it. The weather had warmed up a lot by this part of the holiday, so we were starting pretty much every day by going in the pool, grabbing lunch, and then going back by the pool. Hence why I don't have a ton of footage, because a lot of it is just me lying on a beach chair just reading a book. We booked in at the same place we tried to go to the night before, so this is what I wore. One of my favourite dresses this summer, and they also have it in light blue, which I do have my eye on. After dinner, we decided to take a walk down to the beach and go and see the ducks. I love these ducks so much. I didn't actually realise how much duck footage I had until I started editing it all, so I hope you like ducks as well, because there is a lot of them in this video. Then we saw our first cat of the holiday. I couldn't get super close because I didn't want to scare it off, but remember this one. We then sat by the beach for a little while, watched the sunset. I also wanted to show you my cute white little floral purse that I wore every single evening of this holiday. We had chocolate croissants for breakfast and then decided that we would just get straight out there, so I put my swim dress on. I absolutely love vintage style swimwear, so I was desperate to find a swim dress. I've never worn one before, and now I'm unsure if I'll ever go back because I loved it. This was the dress I wore for dinner this evening. Yes, it is the same dress that you saw a few nights ago in a different colour. I just love it. This one's more Aurora. Our friends happened to have booked Menorca at the exact same time as us, and because Menorca is such a small island, they were only about a 10-minute drive away. So we met up and we went down to the harbour and we found a pizzeria. It was absolutely lovely and it was right by the beach. And when we got back to the hotel, we met our second cat of the holiday. This cat was the cutest little thing. It just wanted to be petted and it just wanted attention, and I was willing to give it. At this point, a lot of the days kind of looked like they were melting into one, so it was hard to get footage that was different to me just lying by the pool, eating. So I hope you've enjoyed it so far. We had booked an outdoor table at our favourite steakhouse, so this was me getting ready, a mini hair tutorial, and this is the dress that I wore. This is why I told you to remember the cat earlier on, because it was just sitting on this podium waiting to be fussed over, and again I happily complied. We then sat out on one of the sunbeds and just listened to the entertainment for the evening whilst watching the sun go down. We have reached the final day, and for lunch we had cappuccinos, grilled vegetables, which were incredible, and chips. We did go back to the beach and saw many sea creatures, but I think I got a bit too excited that I tripped and fell and I cut my hands and my knees. We had to go back to the hotel room and cover me in plasters. So I'm really sorry. I tried to film a crab. Before I even got to the point of getting my phone out, I had already fallen. So I put a brave face on and I got ready for dinner. I absolutely adore this dress. You know I love gingham, and this is kind of out of my regular colour comfort zone, and I am just in love with it. We had about half an hour before our booking, so we decided to go for a walk. We had spotted this castle fort and decided to go and get a better look, and it was so windy up here but so pretty. After dinner, we attempted to catch the sunset and go out to where the castle fort is. However, we missed it and it was getting dark, so I was a little bit scared, but nonetheless, it was an absolutely stunning view. It was then time to head home. Luckily, we had an early pickup, so we just waited around for our coach to arrive. This was about 8 in the morning and it was an absolutely beautiful morning, and I knew we were heading back to England where it was forecasted rain and grey, so it was not such an exciting time. But we had had such a lovely, relaxing week. We truly had the best time. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you liked it. I will resume my regular content immediately and not leave a month next time. If there are any videos you want to see from me in future, make sure to comment them, and I hope you have an amazing week, and until next time, bye!